Hello, my friends on YouTube. Today is May 23rd, 2021, Sunday. Today's video is because of the situation in Israel between the Israeli and the Palestinian, and I decided to call it Living in an Islamic Illusion. The reason I called it this, because there is hadith. And for those who don't know the word hadith, hadith is the narration of the stories or whatever Muhammad said. So people recorded that, and supposedly they recorded that and they saved it, and they wrote it in books. So that's hadith. Muhammad said this. So Muhammad, the founder of the Islamic ideology, said this hadith. I'm going to leave the link. There are certain official translation, but I am not really happy with them. I'm going to translate it in my own, and I'm going to explain the words. So the Jews, that's what the hadith says. The Jews will fight you. So you will be bullying them in a way, or terrorizing them, bullying and terrorizing them. And then it says here the stone, but it will mean probably better use the word boulder. The boulder will scream or shout, "O Muslim, here behind me there is a Jew hiding. Come and kill him, slaughter him." Hadith like that, unfortunately, is very destructive, because it gives the illusion to many people to have hope that we are on the right path, and one day we will be victorious. Why? Even the stones will talk and testify to our righteousness. Okay? Because the Prophet of Allah told us this. First, there is no stone that will talk. Stones don't talk. So wake up. Wake up. Al-Barmaga, I'm sorry. I'm saying the word in Arabic. The brainwashing that you are in, please wake up from that. Stones don't talk. Okay? I spoke about the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, that he is came to the conclusion that he is reforming Islam. And I heard his speech, and reality is many people are criticizing him, and they are saying he is not clear, and it's true, he is not clear, and he is not making, he's leaving it open, and he's not tying the end, and anyone can interpret that in any way he or she wants, and it can never bring any change. This is true. However, you have to understand that in his position, he cannot be very specific. He cannot. Nobody will follow him. However, when we know that some countries now are having they normalize their relationship with Israel, some Muslim Arab countries came to the conclusion that Israel is here to stay. Even though they don't say it out loud, they came to believe that Israel is here to stay. So we cannot continue brainwashing our people, telling them Israel will drown the Israelis in the sea and claim every inch of this land for the Muslims. They don't say this out loud, but they came to understand that this is a fact, and therefore it's better to normalize our relationship with this country and move on. They came to understand in a way that this hadith is nonsense. I'm sorry. It will not take you anywhere. Unfortunately, the Palestinian, until now, with the constant brainwashing that it's going on from religious leaders and from the Palestinian leaders, you can Google them and see how many videos they are going to slaughter the Jews, they are going to destroy the Jews, and the Jews will never have 1 inch of this land, and blah, 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 all that nonsense. And they themselves, these people who are saying these things, they don't believe in what they are saying. This is just propaganda to keep the subject alive. Why they want to keep the subject alive? Money. Money. They get assistance from Iran, previously from all the Muslim Gulf countries, the oil producing countries. Now it's reduced, probably only Qatar and Iran. They are supporting them financially. And Iran, because of their situation, they cannot support so much, so they support them with the rockets that they are sending them. Okay? So, when a Palestinian reads this hadith, and he really come to believe, oh, God is on our side, and the stone, soon, the stone will actually tell us that a Jew behind me, come and kill him. When you program a young man, a person, to believe in this, and he goes out knowingly that he has to fight, and if he gets killed, then he goes to heaven, and he will have 72 virgin waiting for him over there. 72. So I'm victorious here, I'm happy here to fight for the cause, and if I get killed, I'll have endless sex in the spirit world, or in the next world, or whatever you call it. So this is living in an illusion. The Crown Prince probably cannot say that out loud, and the Muslim leaders, Muslim imams, cannot say that out loud, because they will be killed and they will lose their money. Okay? Nobody will listen to them. But those who came to the realization that this is nothing but propaganda, nothing but nonsense, they are already having normal relationship with others, including Israel. Okay? No more fighting. They had enough. And I hope Egypt soon will have normalization with Israel. We have to understand that mentality that we will wipe Israel out. First, why do you want to wipe out a whole country from existence? These are people who have existed in the past in that region. You have to learn to live together. And since 1947, there was supposedly, when the British left, there was a state for Israel, and Israel created their own state, and a state for the Palestinian, and the land was almost 50-50. If they really understood, okay, it's time to live together and create a state and have normal relationship, we could have avoided all of that pain. But the Islamic, that hadith, and many like it, not just encouraging, just demanding from the Muslim to hate the Jews and destroy them. It's an obligation. It's God's command. So since then, they conducted so many wars, and they are always losing. They kept losing land in each war. Okay? 48, they lost some land. 1948. 1956, they lost more. 1967, we lost more. Okay? Until 1973 was the last war. We lost more. Now, Israel didn't want a headache, so they let go of the Gaza Strip for the Palestinian to have self-ruling. Why you didn't create a state? And you could negotiate for the land that you lost, and you could have actually received it. No, but you want total dominion over that piece of land. You want drown the Israelis. You cannot have normal relationship with other people. Muhammad told you that these are the enemies of Allah. You must destroy them. You have to follow. Unfortunately, you are losing. And consider this because you are waiting for the stone to talk. Stones don't talk. Okay? If they talked, okay, they could have actually held that rocket coming from Gaza Strip or Lebanon or what have you to hit the places where the shelters where the Israelis were hiding. But most of these rockets unfortunately fell on civilians and civilians in Gaza. It killed your own people. So I don't know when will we wake up. We have to let go of that illusion. All these hadith, all this nonsense that we are left with, that is poisoning our minds. We have to let go of that. We thank you very much, and we hope to hear from you.